guys, how's it going? Master Bucks here. Welcome to another FIFA 21 career mode video. And today, ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate, of course, David Beckham himself becoming an icon in FIFA 21. We're going to have a little fun with the man himself in FIFA 21 career mode, not Ultimate Team. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a career resim video. I have the man himself, Beckham, in Manchester United at the beginning of FIFA 21 career mode. Today we're going to be answering the question of what would happen if David Beckham was to start his footballing career in today's day and age. So here, ladies and gentlemen, is how the career resim is going to go down. We are going to start David Beckham off as a 70 rated 17-year-old. I have given him a potential of 90. The reason I picked 90 is because that is the highest recorded rating that David Beckham has ever had in any FIFA game, and that was back in FIFA 04, FIFA 05. We're going to be simulating to the end of every single season of David Beckham's 15-season career in career mode. However, I will not be in control of the team itself, and that's very important because I don't want to be responsible for team selection or whether or not he ends up staying or moving away on a transfer. I want that all to be decided by FIFA 21. And at the very end of the video, we will tally up all of his goals, all of his assists, and all of his trophies to see who has had the better career, the real life Beckham or the FIFA 21 David Beckham. And for those of you that are wondering, the real life David Beckham made 717 appearances and scored 127 goals, 202 assists, and also won 18 titles. That includes 6 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, 4 Community Shields, 1 La Liga trophy, 1 Copa del Rey, 1 Ligue 1 trophy, 2 MLS Cups, and 1 Champions League as well. Let's see what FIFA 21 David Beckham can do. Let's see if he can beat the real life David Beckham, and let's begin Season 1. Now everybody, today's video is very thankfully brought to you by Schneider Electric and the APC UPS, also known as this big beefy bloody boy. The UPS in its name stands for Uninterrupted Power Supply. It is a backup power supply intended to protect your PC or your consoles in the event of a power outage. Imagine you're just chilling at home playing your favorite game and then bang! All the power in your house just went poof. Not only does the APC UPS allow you to keep gaming in that situation, it'll also protect your PC and your consoles from any unsafe levels of electricity passing through. Stuff which could really damage your gaming equipment. It is an essential piece of tech, especially if you're like an esport player or a streamer. So make sure you check it out for yourself, guys. The link to the APC UPS is in the description down below. Make sure you go and check it out. And thank you so much to Schneider Electric for sponsoring this video. And now let's let the game continue. So, taking a look at the statistics in Season 1, Beckham still yet to make his debut. I'm not super surprised by this considering he's only 70-something rated, but they signed another, in fact 2 other right midfielders ahead of him, and then there's Daniel James. So he's got some serious competition for that spot. But remember, he has a 90 potential. I would like to think hopefully in time he will get at least closer to these other 3 and he might start getting games, but not a single appearance made for him yet. Wow. Manchester United also had a trophyless season. They didn't win anything else. They came 3rd in the Premier League, which was not too far off of Man City, but no silverware, no goals or assists, not even an appearance for Beckham in his first season. Now on to Season 2, and David Beckham still has not made a debut for Manchester United. I mean, 79 overall at 19 years old, that has got to be now at least sort of a rating that you've got to give him a run. Like, it's literally just this Hatterbohr guy who's 1 overall higher, and then this Otavio who is like 3 or 4 overall higher. But it's crazy how he hasn't even played a single game yet in 2 seasons, but surely he's on his way with a 79 overall. He's grown by 9 overall in just 2 seasons. He is going to get game time, but it is insane. Ollie, what are you doing, mate? Let him loose. Once again, they have failed Manchester United to win any silverware. Despite only losing 5 games for the whole season, they only came 4th. And again, no FA Cup, no Carabao Cup, no European tournament, nothing. They are still trophyless for the first 2 seasons. So I don't know, maybe play Beckham and he might change that. And thank goodness David Beckham has finally started making some appearances, but wow, was I expecting slightly, maybe more, from the 82 rated 20-year-old right midfielder to get more than 3 goals and 3 assists in 38 appearances. United also got like Peasy, 81 rated, 33 years of age, who's played all their Champions League games. Beckham hasn't even played a Champions League game, but like in 3 seasons, Beckham has scored 3 goals and 3 assists. So he's good for a goal and an assist every season now. Are you kidding me? I know that it's early days and I should probably not get so worked up, but this is a bit mad. And again, another trophyless season for Manchester United, except this time it is so cruel. It is almost a repeat of the end of, I don't know, the 2012 season where Aguero scored against QPR. Like, they lose on goal difference. That is absolutely mental, Manchester United. It's not looking great, I must admit, but it is not dire. He is still only 20 years of age. We know how good he's going to get, and I feel like it's only a matter of time until the goals come, the titles come, maybe even a move away from Manchester United. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, starting to get somewhere finally after 4 seasons. Again, keeping in mind David Beckham, only 21 years of age. There are still 11 seasons left to go, but he's got a bit of catching up to do to match his real-world achievements. He's got 6 goals and 9 assists this season from 51 appearances. Still not amazing, but not terrible. I mean, for an 85 rated winger, I was expecting a bit more. But it's okay, though, because let's be real, he's again only going to get even better, and I can't help but imagine he'll eventually overtake some of the big stat getters like Fernandes. I mean, Romelu Lukaku has ended up back at Manchester United and he's getting bags. Then too is Fernandes, and of course Rashford, Donny van de Beek. So really, Beckham's the 5th highest goal scorer. He's one of the top assisters in the team, just behind Rashford and Fernandes. And look, they're both ahead of him. So Beckham will eventually get there. And this team is clearly quite good. I mean, I say that, but once again, Manchester United no silverware at all. They finished 6th. Not even in Champions League, guys. I hope Beckham leaves. I hope he does. Go to Real Madrid now, mate. Seriously, it's just something's got to be done. In case you think I'm being mean and I'm just saying that no, Manchester United's not winning any silverware, like I'm telling you, they're not winning anything. Come on, United, get your bloody act together or just let him go. It's one of the two. Oh my goodness, it happened. We have seen David Beckham leave Manchester United. And you know what? I'm kind of glad. But what the hell happened to the David Beckham? Where did he go? We will find out together. Ladies and gentlemen, David Beckham went from Manchester United to Spurs, to Tottenham Hotspurs. That is a move I did not anticipate and I did not see coming. He's 87 rated now and looking quite decent at $125 million value. Well then, in that case, let's see what David Beckham got up to. Apparently, once again, not an awful lot, as he is only, unbelievably, on 1 goal and assist and 18 appearances since joining Tottenham. Was he injured? Was he, I don't know. Even if he joined halfway through the season, it wouldn't have mattered. He's still playing in all those competitions that Manchester United were. They'd show up. But again, he's just significantly underperforming. What's going to happen? I mean, I was expecting him to go to a much bigger, no offense Tottenham fans, but a much bigger club than that. Let's be real, he's downgraded in this move. I mean, maybe that was a smart thing for him to try to get some game time, but it still looks like he's not even playing ahead of Eric Lamela, who's made 38 appearances. This team looks great, and it can win titles. In fact, it hasn't won any titles. The short answer to that question is no, and they came 6th in the Premier League. But you know what's hilarious? Beckham leaves Manchester United, and what do? They win the Europa League. So, I can't believe it. It's almost like he should have stayed. This is unbelievable. There it is, Spurs in 6th. Beckham, mate, you're having a mare. You're having a mare. And hallelujah, things are finally looking like they might be starting to come around for David Beckham. He's 88 overall, 23 years of age, 11 goals, 6 assists. That is his best individual season stat-wise. And even better than that, finally, David Beckham has won a title, a Premier League title at that, with a 90-point season with Tottenham Hotspur. Finally, he's won some silverware. He's had an okay individual season, getting 17 goals and assists in it. That's not too bad. But my God, we just need to make sure he can stay consistent with this type of performance and this sort of level for the rest of his career. So I said David Beckham needed to start having consistent seasons. Well, this is about as consistent as it gets when he almost gets exactly to a T the amount of goals and assists he had last season. 11 goals, 5 assists. Obviously, in Beckham's career, he ended up with like 200 something assists and just over 100 something goals. So it looks like he's doing the reverse of that. But 11 more goals and 5 more assists to add to the tally. And how many more trophies, if any? Unfortunately, the answer is none. And they didn't, of course, even after making or winning the Premier League last season, they made the Community Shield. Well, they lost the Community Shield as well to Man City, who pretty much went on a tear, actually. They won the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and I think Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, so they nearly did the domestic treble. Since we're at the halfway mark, we may as well check in and see how his career is going just at this stage. At this stage, he's on 32 goals and 20, I believe, 4 assists for his career, and only 1 title, and that's the Premier League with Spurs. Now, keep in mind, he's trying to get to about 100 something goals, nearly 200 something assists, and 18 titles, which at this stage, it just does not look like it's going to happen. But again, he's only 24. He has room to grow, one of the world's best, even still, 90 overall. He just needs to, I don't know if he'll do it at Spurs. He needs to go to like La Liga, Ligue 1, somewhere where he can just dominate. But it's not up to me. It's up to FIFA 21. I don't control where he goes. And another season, and I tell you what, this guy, he really took consistency when I asked him for it, like quite to heart, didn't it? Now he's got 12 goals and 5 assists. Literally, his last 3 seasons have been 11 goals and 6 assists, 11 goals and 5 assists, and now 12 goals and 5 assists. Like, he does not, he is, yeah, so consistent now. It is, however, another trophyless season as Spurs fall 4th place. They tie with Chelsea on points. They just make Champions League ahead of Man City, but it's like, what even is the point anymore, man? He's got 18 trophies he needs to try to win, or should I say, to match. He's only got 1. So in 6 to 7 years, he needs to win 17 pieces of silverware. And again, let's just take a step back and realize that, like, the player in the game can't even replicate the real life career. That's the respect you've got to put on David Beckham's name here. All right then. Well, another season for Beckham. It's a disappointment. 6 goals, 8 assists this time around. I think he's got to go. I mean, again, I don't control it, but I know that he would do so much better somewhere else now. I think also being a right midfielder does not help him. I think in the sim games, get him exactly bags of goals. I thought it'd get him plenty of assists, like how he did in his real career, but it's just not happening. There have been some new signings, like Alexander Isak, 29 goals. Wow, Hewitt has gone over to Tottenham as well. He's highly rated and got plenty. Sessegnong's also done nicely as well. See, Ryan Sessegnong's a left mid. He's a winger. He's getting 16 goals and 13 assists. He's lower rated. He's older. What is it with David Beckham? Why is he not getting goals? Why is he the one getting shafted? Again, he should be getting the numbers that Sessegnong is getting almost every season. Spurs fall short in the Premier League. Manchester United actually won it. So there you go. And they didn't win any other pieces of silverware. Aston Villa won an FA Cup, for crying out loud. Burnley was in the final. But again, no, Spurs do not sadly win. As a matter of fact, sorry, I skipped past it. But it was just a North London derby in the bloody Champions League final. And they lost that. Beckham's career in FIFA 21 is turning into an L compared to his real life career. You just knew in a North London derby, Champions League final, Arsenal was the only team that was going to win that. Now on to the next season. David Beckham is 27 years of age now. He has hit that 90 rating and he has stayed at that 90 rating. This is his best individual season that he's ever had in his career in this resim. 18 goals and 5 assists. He's going to finish with so many more goals than he is assists. And that is the one big difference, apart from maybe just the overall success of this resim with David Beckham. Again, it's painful to say, but no, they didn't do anything either. If he'd gone to Man City, my God, the amount of trophies he would have won. He has just not joined the right team, leaving Manchester United for Spurs. just not gone well for him. I know it didn't start well, but he should have stuck it out, really. But 6th place now, miles away from the top of the table, miles away from winning any silverware. He's got his 1 Premier League trophy. He's had a somewhat okay season here, but it's just not going the way you thought it would. I mean, yes, at this stage, he's had at least 1 more trophy than Harry Kane's got, but it's just going to be a great player, gets numbers, but doesn't win any silverware. And goodness me, is David Beckham, despite the fact his career at Spurs has not... Well, I mean, he got more... You know, he's won something at Spurs. You can't say the same for Manchester United. But 21 goals and 6 assists now. He is starting to have his best numbers as he's hitting his peak, the late 20s here. It's just... Is he translating these extra goals and assists into titles? I don't know. This Spurs team has kind of dropped off a bit. But 21 goals and 6 assists, you know, he's probably going to end up in this career with more goals scored in his career than he managed in his real life career. But he's going to fall way short of his massive assist tally. Arsenal are now the ones that are on top of the Premier League. Spurs has finished 4th. Again, they make Champions League, but again, you know, I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that somehow, miraculously, we check and Beckham has moved to, like, I don't even know. Real Madrid would be great. Gosh, PSG I'd take, seriously. Honestly, go to LA Galaxy at this point. LA Galaxy, you'd be better off than Spurs. Again, they make a final, this time not in the Champions League, in the Europa League, but they came short in that one as well. Tottenham don't win silverware. I don't know how they won a Premier League title. I don't. But he has got to go. He's got to move. He can keep getting nice numbers here at Spurs, but if he wants silverware, he's got to go. He is literally this is the Harry Kane resim. This is not the bloody David Beckham resim. And, hello, what's this? I see no right midfielders called David Beckham in the Tottenham team. Where's he going then, people? I wonder what team he's joined, or has he just said fuck it and retired? I don't know. Oh, he's off to PSG. He's also only gone and hit a 91, so he's surpassed his potential. Look at this guy, dude. He's turned into a pace demon with some incredible stats and, like, what's the crossing? 96 crossing? Okay, yeah. This is David Beckham IRL. We know that. This guy might finally start winning some trophies. My lord. Well, David Beckham, he is 91 overall with 11 goals and 7 assists. Not his best season, but he's in a team that should have surely won him some silverware. So hopefully now that's one category we can start to fill. Well, he finishes 2nd in Ligue 1, but at least he wins the Trophy des Champions. So that is his 2nd title of his career. He's 29 years old, man, and he's only won his 2nd title. Has he won anything else? Okay, he's won the Coupe Nationale. That's 3 titles for him now. Anything else? No. That's a playoff. Cool. Super Cup? No. Champions League? No. And Europa League, in case PSG ended up in that competition? No. All right. So he's won 2 domestic cups in France that are not particularly all that important. Right, people. Well, he's got 3 seasons left. PSG, I think, can win not just a lot of trophies in France, a league title, possibly, and maybe a European title. Who knows? I think he's got a much better chance of winning silverware here than at Spurs, and honestly, just in the Premier League in general, if it's not Man City. Now, we're up to the next season, but I've encountered a bit of a weird issue. Normally, I look at the stats in the squad hub, but if I promise you, press this button, the whole game at this point in career mode crashes. I really haven't been playing around with the game that much for it to be breaking in season 13, but whatever. We're going to have to look at the stats this way instead. And would you have a look at who's on top? David Beckham has 26 goals this season out of nowhere, and that's just in the league. He scored 3 goals in the Coupe Nationale. He got any other goals? Not in the Super Cup, obviously. He got 5 goals in the Champions League. So that is 34 goals he got this season. Absolutely wicked effort. 9 assists in Ligue 1. Just the 1 assist in the Coupe Nationale. And it didn't look like he got any others. So that is 34 goals and 10 assists in this season. Amazing compared to previous. They won Ligue 1, getting 99 points, so that's 1 more title. They won the Trophy des Champions, that's 2. What about the Coupe Nationale? They won that as well, that's 3 titles. Oh my god, PSG, have they pulled it off or what? Have they? No, they didn't. Or at least the Super Cup. What about Champions League? They didn't win the Champions League. That takes his tally of trophies up to 6, and he finally now has a league title in France. We have 2 more seasons now left to go. Miraculously, next season, just like that, I'm able to get the squad hub working. I don't know what's going on, but this career mode is falling apart toward the end of it. David Beckham's not falling off though. 10 goals and 15 assists this season. So 25 goals and assists combined in 45 appearances is not too bad. It doesn't beat the almost 50, like it was more like just over 40 goals and assists he got last season, but still a decent effort. He's won another Ligue 1 title. Has he won anything else? He also won a third Trophy des Champions. So he's, starting to get a fair few. He didn't make the final of the Coupe Nationale. And in the Champions League, well, let's just say they didn't win that either, unfortunately. So 2 pieces of silverware. Which means now there is one final season to go. And finally, in David Beckham's last season, season number 15, we see him get 24 goals and 7 assists. So he only had to wait till his prime. He was quite a late bloomer to start racking up the goals and the assists. And really, he got way more goals than he got assists. That is, again, like I mentioned before, the huge difference between his real career and this resim. 24 goals this season, 7 assists this season. How did he go in terms of silverware? Sadly, in his last season, they fall short PSG in the league. This is a bit of a peculiar one, but in the Trophy des Champions, it doesn't actually say who wins. It's a 2-2 draw. I mean, do we just give it to him? I mean, sure, fine. And then the Coupe Nationale, the French Cup, PSG win it again. So he won almost all of his silverware purely in France with PSG. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's compare the pair. Real life David Beckham got 127 goals. He got 202 assists and he won 18 titles. And in this FIFA 21 resim of David Beckham's career, he got 168 goals, so more than he got in his real career, but in the assist column, significantly less, only 87. And of course, in terms of titles, he was short of his mark as well of 18 in real life. He only got 10. I think at the end of the day, despite David Beckham in this resim scoring way more goals than the real life David Beckham throughout his career, I think you've got to say that the winner of this one has got to go to David Beckham IRL. I can't see, if I had to pick the career that either of these two had, numbers-wise, you've surely got to go with the original, the OG. Congratulations, David Beckham. Not even your FIFA 21 counterpart could top your very own career, so that is props to you, son. But ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for me. If there are any other professional footballers that have retired that you want me to give a resim to, let me know in the comments down below, because there are plenty. Even if the player is not even in the game, even if they're not an icon, I would be more than happy to give it a crack. I'm also going to come out soon with a couple of career simulations, but not for old icons or retired players, but for real world players, youngsters that are just starting their careers. Who's a young 16-year-old that's just getting started? You've got Mason Greenwood, maybe. You've got, I don't know, you could go with Jude Bellingham, for example. Somebody like that. Sim through their whole career, see how it's going to go down. I'd be intrigued to see. But that is it for this one, though. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and if you haven't already. Until next time, my name's Master Bucks. Catch you all later. Bye-bye.